going to send her home, Mr. Loveboy?
Through the streets. Would you have people see her walking with her?
Of course I don't know what else may have happened last night. But is it so utterly irretrievable?
Won't end with last night. I know that perfectly well. But the point is, I don't do this kind of life, nor would I want to start again anymore. She has broken my courage and power of braving life out.
So that pretty little fool has had her fingers in the man's destiny. But still, how could you treat her so heartlessly?
Oh, don't say that I was
To
heartless.
blow and destroy, it has filled her whole soul for months and years. You do not call that heartless?
You can hear the truth, Hannah.
The truth?
First, promise me. Give me a word. For they shall never know what I've told you.
I give you my word.
Good. Then let me tell you what I said just now was untrue.
About the manuscript?
Yes. I have not torn it to pieces or thrown it to the beyond.
So, where is it then?
I have destroyed it nonetheless. Utterly destroyed it, Hedda.
I don't understand all these.
Leah said what I'd done seemed to her like a child murder.
Yes, that's what she said.
A curious child, that's not the worst thing a father can do to it.
Not the worst.
Suppose now, Hedda, that a man, in the small hours of the morning, after a wild and riotous night, came home to his child's mother and said, "Listen, I have been here and there, in this place and in that, and I've taken our child with to this place and to that, and I've lost the child, utterly lost it. The devil knows into what hands may have fallen. Who may have their clutches on it?
But when all is said and done, this was only a book.
Thea's pure soul was in that book.
Yes, so I understand.
And you can understand that there is no future before us, her and me.
What are you going to do then?
Nothing. Only making an end to all business. The sooner, the better.
Aylett Loveboy, listen to me. Will you not try to do it beautifully?
Beautifully, with wine and roses in my head, as you used to dream in the old days.
No. I don't believe in wine and roses anymore. But beautifully nonetheless. For once in a way. Goodbye. You must go, and do not come here anymore.
Goodbye, Mrs. Desmond, and Eve George Desmond
Oh, Mr. Loveboy. I must give you a memento to take with you. It is only customary.
This is the memento.
Do you recognize it? It was aimed at you once.
You should have used it then.
Take it, and do you use it now?
Thank you.
And beautifully, Aylett Loveboy. Promise me that.
Goodbye, Hannah.
Now, I'm burning your child. You, with your perfect straight hair. Now I am burning. Burning your child. Your child. And Aylett Loveboy. Now I am burning. Burning. Your child.
and does himself some sort of injury. Where is the manuscript, Hedda? I will take it to him at once. Let me have the parcel.
I have not got it any longer.
What on earth do you mean?
I've burnt it. Every line of it.
You burnt Ada's manuscript?
Don't scream so, the servant might hear
Oh,
you.
good God, that's simply impossible.
Well, it's true, all the same.
Do you know what you have done, Hedda? It's against the law to do such a thing. You ask Judge Bragg, he'll tell you.
I advise you not to speak of it. Either to Judge Bragg or to anyone else.
But how could you do something so vile? What put it in your head? What possessed you? Tell me that.
I did it for your sake, George.
For my sake, eh?
This morning when you told me about what he had read to you,
Yes, what about it?
you said that you envied him his work.
Oh goodness gracious, Hedda, I didn't mean that literally.
No matter. I couldn't bear the thought that anyone should throw you into the shade.
Hedda, oh, it's true what you're saying, but I've never known you to show your love this way before.
Well, I may as well tell you that. Just at this time. No. You can ask Aunt Julia. She will tell you herself.
Oh, I think I understand. Good heavens, Hedda, can it be possible, eh?
Don't shout so, someone might hear you.
Oh, the servant. Don't be absurd, Hedda. Oh, it's only Berta. I'll tell Berta myself.
Oh, it's killing me. It's killing me, all this.
What is Hedda, dear?
All this grotesque absurdity, George.
Absurdity? That I'm so delighted. But perhaps I should not say anything to Berta all the same, eh?
Oh, and not that too.
No, not quite yet. But Aunt Julia must certainly know about it. And that you have begun to call me George too. Oh, Aunt Julia will be so glad, Hedda. She'll be so glad.
She hears that I've burnt Ada Lovebrook's manuscript. For your sake?
Oh yes, that fell the manuscript. No one must know about that. But that you're beginning to feel this way towards me, Hedda. Aunt Julia must really share my joy in that. I should wonder though, is this sort of thing usual in young wives, eh?
You better ask Aunt Julia about that too.
Yes, I certainly will. But the manuscript. It's dreadful to think of poor Elliot all the same.
Oh, Hedda, my dear, I hope you don't mind my coming again.
What's the matter here?
Something about your love again, eh?
Yes, I'm terribly afraid that some accident just happened to him.
Do you think so?
Good heavens, why do you say that, Mrs. Oxford?
I heard them talking about him today at the boarding house, just as I came in, and it was the most incredible rumor about him.
Yes, so you know I heard too. And I swear that he went straight home.
Well, what did they say at the boarding house?
I couldn't make out anything clearly. Either they knew nothing definite, or else they stopped talking when they saw me, and I did not dare to ask.
Let's hope that you misunderstood them, eh?
No, I'm sure it was he that they were talking about, and I'm certain they said something about the hospital.
The hospital?
No, surely that can't be true.
Oh, I was so dreadfully worried about him. So I went to his lodgings and I asked for him there.
To bring yourself to do such a thing.
There didn't seem to be anything else I could do. And I really couldn't bear uncertainty any longer.
But you didn't find him either, did you?
No, the people there knew nothing about him. They said that he hadn't been home since yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday? I see, how could they say that?
Oh, there could only be one explanation. Something terrible must have happened.
Had I dear, suppose I were to go and make some inquiries.
No, don't you mix yourself up in this affair.
Oh, is it you, Judge Bragg?
Yes, it was imperative I should see you this evening.
I can see you have heard the news about Amina.
Yes, that among other things.
Isn't it sad?
Well, my dear Tessman, that depends on how you look at it.
Has something else happened?
Yes, something else.
Anything sad, Judge Bragg?
Well, Mrs. Tessman, that depends on how you look at it too.
Is it something about Elliot Lovebird?
What makes you think that, madam? Have you heard anything already?
No, not at all.
Oh, good heavens, tell us.
I'm very sorry to say, Isla Lovebog has been taken to the hospital. As a matter of fact, he's dying.
Oh God, at the hospital? And dying?
So quickly then.
He parted in anger, Hannah.
Calm down,
Must
there.
go to him. I'm
No,
still
it is
alive.
useless, my dear lady. No one will be allowed to see him.
Oh, at least tell me what has happened to him.
Surely he never did it himself, eh?
Shot himself.
Hedda, how could you?
What makes you think that? You could rightly guessed, Mrs. Hedda.
Oh, terrible. When did it happen, Mr. Bragg?
This afternoon, between 3 and 4.
Where did it take place then, eh?
Where? Well, I suppose at his lodgings.
No, that can't be right. I was there between 6 and 7.
Somewhere else then. I don't know exactly. I only know that he was found. He had shot himself in the chest.
How terrible he had to die like that.
So he did it himself then. Think of it.
Was it in the chest then?
Yes, as I said,
Not in the temple?
in the chest, Mrs. Hedda.
Well, the chest is a good place too, I suppose.
How do you mean, Mrs. Hedda?
I say, there's an element of beauty in this. Ada Lovebone has had the courage to live life in his own way. And he did what he had to do.
No. Don't ever believe it had happened like that. What he had done must be in a moment of madness.
Done in despair.
That he did not. I'm certain of that.
Of course it was in a moment of madness. That's when he tore up the manuscript.
The manuscript? The book, you mean? Has he torn that up?
Yes, he did it last night.
Oh, Hedda, we shall never get clear of this business.
Very extraordinary.
That's not the way he's going out of the world like that. Not even leaving behind him that would have made his book immortal.
Oh, if only it could be put together again.
Yes, if it only could. I don't know what I would not give.
Perhaps we kept Mr. Testament.
What do you mean, Mrs. Ofsted?
Look here. I kept some of the loose notes he used to dictate from.
You have kept them, eh?
Yes, I brought them with me when I came away. It has been lying in my handbag.
Oh, let me see them.
But they are all in such a muddle, all mixed up together.
Let's see if we could get them sorted out. Perhaps we could help each other.
Oh yes, let's try in any way.
It shall be done. It must be done. I will dedicate my life to this.
You, John. Your life.
Yes, or rather all of my spare time. My own stuff must be in the meantime. But you understand, Hedda, if I owe this to Ada's memory.
Perhaps.
And so, Mrs. Ofsted, let's put our heads together. There's no use in brooding over what's done. We must make our minds as calm as
Yes,
possible.
yes, I'll do the best I can.
Now, come on. I can't rest until you have finished the notes. Where shall we sit? Here, and no, in the back room in there. Excuse me, my dear judge. Come on.
It gives me a sense of relief to know that a deed of deliberate courage is still possible in this world. A deed irradiated with spontaneous beauty.
Ada Lovebone meant more to you than perhaps you are willing to admit to yourself. Am I wrong?
I don't answer such questions. All I know is that Ada Lovebone has made up his account of life. The last great act, that he had the will and the strength to break away from the feast of life so early.
I am sorry, but I fear I must dispel an amiable illusion.
What do you mean?
Ada Lovebone did not shoot himself intentionally.
Not intentionally?
No, he did not die quite as I described it. For poor Mrs. Elsted's sake, I did idealize the facts a little.
What are the facts?
First, that he's already dead.
At the hospital.
Yes, and without regaining consciousness.
What more have you conceived?
This, the event did not take place at his lodgings.
Oh, that can't make much difference.
Perhaps it may, for Ada Lovebone was found shot in Mademoiselle Diana's boudoir.
No, that can't be true. You can't have been there again today.
He was there this afternoon. He came back to demand the return of something that had been taken from him. Talked wildly about a lost child. I thought he probably meant his manuscript, but now I hear he's destroyed that himself. So I suppose it must have been his wallet.
Yes, no doubt. And it was there that he was found?
Yes, there. With a pistol in his breast pocket discharged. The ball had lodged in a vital part.
In the chest, yes.
No, in the bowels.
That too. What curse is it that makes everything I touch turn ludicrous and mean?
There is one point more, Mrs. Hedda. Another disagreeable feature in the affair.
And what was that be?
The pistol he carried.
Well, what about it?
He must have stolen it.
Stolen it? No, that can't be true. You can't have stolen it.
No other explanation is possible. He must have stolen it.
Hedda dear, it's almost impossible to see under that lamp. Just think.
Yes, I am.
Would you mind if you set your writing table there?
No, I don't mind. No, wait a minute. Let me tidy it up first.
Oh, there's no need for that. There's plenty of
No,
space.
no, no. Just let me tidy it up first. I will take these things and put them on the piano for the time being. Well, my precious Thea, how is Ada Lovebox Memorial getting on?
Oh dear. Looks like it will be terribly difficult to straighten out.
But it must be done. There's nothing that's fault. And this arranging other people's papers is just work for me.
Why did he steal the pistol?
Because every other explanation ought to be impossible, Mrs. Hedda.
Indeed.
Of course, Ada Lovebox was here this morning, was he not?
Yes.
Were you alone with him?
Yes.
Did you not leave the room whilst he was here?
Only for a moment out in the hall.
And where were your pistols during that time?
They were there. I had them locked up.
Well, Mrs. Hedda,
They were there, on the writing table.
have you looked since? You see that both pistols are still there?
No?
Well, you need not. I saw the pistol in Lovebox's pocket, and I knew it at once as the one that I had seen before, and yesterday too.
You have the pistol with you.
No, the police have it.
And what will the police do with it?
Search till they find the owner.
And do you think they will succeed?
No, Hedda Gabler. Not so long as I keep silence.
And if you do not keep silent, what then?
There's always the possibility that the pistol was stolen.
Then, rather than that.
That's the kind of thing one says. One doesn't do it.
Supposing the pistol was not stolen, and the owner is discovered, then what happens?
Well, Hedda, then comes the scandal.
Scandal?
Yes, the scandal. The thing which you have such a deadly fear of. You will, of course, be brought before the court, both you and Mademoiselle Diana. She will have to explain how the thing happened, whether it was an accident or homicide. Did the pistol go off as he was trying to get it out of his pocket to threaten her with, or did she snatch the pistol out of his hand, shoot him, and push that into his pocket? That would be quite like her, for she's an able-bodied young person, this same Mademoiselle Diana.
But these repulsive details do not concern me.
No, but you will have to answer the question. Why did you give Ayla the pistol? And what conclusions will people draw from the fact that you did give it to him?
That is true. I did not think of that.
Well, fortunately, there is no danger, so long as I say nothing.
So I am in your power, Judge Bragg. You have me at your beck and call from this time forward.
Believe me, dearest Hedda, I shall not abuse my position.
So I am in your power nonetheless, subject to your mercy, your will, and your demands. Slave then. No, I cannot endure the thought of that. Never.
Yet one usually manages to tolerate the inevitable.
Yes? Perhaps. Well, my Georgie, how is Ada Lovebox's manuscript getting on?
Heaven knows, dear. In any case, it will be the work of months.
Fancy that. Doesn't it seem strange to you there? Here you are, sitting with Tesman, just as you used to sit with Ada Lovebox.
If only I could inspire your husband the same way.
Oh, that will come too. In time.
Yes, do you know, Hedda, I think I'm beginning to feel something of the sort. But won't you go and sit with Greg again?
Is there nothing I can help you two with?
No, nothing in the world. Would you be so kind as to keep Hedda company for the time being, Judge?
Amuse ourselves, you and I.
Oh, it all planned out. Every little detail. Every last move. Checkmate. Indeed.
Ah, there she is playing for pistols again. Shut herself. Shut herself in the temple. Think of it.
Merciful God. One doesn't do that kind of thing.
She didn't give me a hand before.
He was riddled with hatred for his superiors, and it got an inferiority complex.
Your argument doesn't hold water, because the example he followed was the chiefs, the very instrument of the people who exploited him, as he used to say. No, it seemed to me that with it, it was a case of community spirit triumphing over his anarchic impulses.
It's the rhinoceroses which are anarchic, because they're in the minority.
They are, it's true, for the moment.
They are a pretty big minority, and getting bigger all the time. My cousin's a rhinoceros now, and his wife. Not to mention legal personalities like the Cardinal Duguay.
A prelate!
Mazahan.
This is going to spread to other countries. You'll see.
And to think it all started with us.
Some of the aristocracy. The Duke of Saint Simon.
All our great names.
And others too. Lots of others. Maybe a quarter of the whole town.
We're still in the majority. We must take advantage of that. We must do something before we're inundated.
They're very potent. Very.
Well, for the moment, let's eat. I brought some food.
We're very kind to Miss Daisy.
Very kind indeed.
Thank you.
Would you care to stay with us?
I don't want to be a nuisance.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Judah? You know very well we'd love you to stay.
Well, you know, I hate to be in the way.
Well, of course, stay, Judah. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
As a matter of fact, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I have an appointment.
Just now you say you had nothing to do.
You know, I had a lot of trouble finding food. The shops have been plundered. They just devour everything. A lot of the shops are closed. It's written up outside. Closed on account of transformation.
They should be all rounded up in a big enclosure and kept under strict supervision.
It's easier said than done. The Animals Protection League would be the first to object.
And besides, everyone has a close relative or friend among them. And that will make it even more difficult.
Everybody's in the same boat.
But how can people be rhinoceroses? It doesn't bear thinking about. Shall I have you lay the table?
No, don't bother. I know where the plates are.
She's obviously very familiar with the place.
I'm laying for 3, alright? You stay with us?
Yes, of course you're staying.
You get used to it, you know. Nobody seems surprised anymore to see herds of rhinoceroses galloping through the streets. They just stand aside and carry on as if nothing had happened.
It's the wisest course to take.
Well, I can get used to it.
Well, I wonder one oughtn't to give it a try.
Well, right now, let's have lunch.
I don't see how a legal man like yourself can. What is going on? What is it? You can't see a thing. What is happening?
Can't see, but you can hear alright.
The plates were all covered in dust.
How unhygienic.
Let's hurry up and eat. We won't pay any attention to them.
They've demolished the walls of the fire station!
That's true. They demolished them.
They're coming out!
All the firemen, a whole regiment of rhinoceroses, led by drums!
They're pouring up the streets!
It's gone too far, much too far.
More rhinoceroses are streaming out of the courtyard!
And out of the houses.
The windows as well.
They're joining up with the others!
There aren't enough of us left anymore.
How many with one? How many with two?
The statisticians are bound to be compiling statistics now. There'll be plenty of erudite controversy, you can be sure.
They can only calculate approximately. It's all happening so fast. It leaves them no time to calculate.
The best thing is to let the statisticians get on with it. Come in, my dear. That will calm you down. You'll feel better afterwards. And you too.
I don't feel very hungry. Or rather, to be frank, I don't really like thin food very much. I feel like eating outside on the grass.
You mustn't do that. Think of the risk.
I don't want to put you to the trouble.
But we've
I
already told you.
really mean it.
If you really don't want to stay, we can't force you.
I didn't mean to offend you.
Don't let him go. You mustn't go.
I would like him to stay, but people must do as they please.
Man is superior to the rhinoceros.
And I didn't say he wasn't. But I'm not with you absolutely either. I don't know. Only experience can tell.
You're weakening too, Judah. It's just a passing phase which you regret.
If it's just a passing phase, then there's no great danger.
I feel certain scruples. I feel like it's my duty to stick by my employees and my friends, through thick and thin.
It's not as if you were married to them.
I renounce marriage. I prefer the great universal family to the little domestic one.
We shall miss you a lot, Judah, but we can't do anything about it.
It's my duty to stand by them. Have to human.
Oh, your duty is to. You don't see where your real duty lies. Your duty is to oppose them with a firm, clear mind.
I shall keep my mind clear.
As clear as ever.
It was. But if you're going to criticize, it's better to do so from the inside. I'm not going to abandon them. I won't abandon them.
He's very good-hearted.
He's too good-hearted. You're too good-hearted. You're human. Don't let him go. He's making a mistake. He's human.
What can I do?
Don't go, Judah. We're fond of you. Come back. It's too late. Too late.
We couldn't do anything about it.
He's joined up with them. Where is he now?
With them.
Silence, our neighbors. The pterodactyls. Stop it! You're preventing us from walking. Noise is forbidden, these facts. Noise is forbidden!
They'll never listen to you.
Don't you worry. Don't be frightened, my darling. We're together. You're happy with me, aren't you? It's enough that I'm with you, isn't it? I'll chase all your fears away.
After all, perhaps it's our own fault.
Don't think about it any longer, Daisy. We mustn't start feeling remorse. It's dangerous to start feeling guilty. We must just live our lives and be happy. We have the right to live. They're not spiteful, and we're not doing them any harm. They'll leave us in peace. You just keep calm and rest. Sit in the armchair. Just keep calm. Would you like a drop of bread to eat? We together?
I've got a headache.
I love you, my darling. Don't you worry. They'll get over it. It's just a passing phase.
They won't get over it. It's for good.
I love you. I love you madly.
Yet things just take their course. What can we do about it?
We've all gone mad. The world is sick. They're all sick.
We shan't be the ones to cure them.
How can we live in the same house with them?
We must be sensible. We must adapt ourselves and try and get on with them.
They can't understand us.
We must. There's no other way.
Do you understand them?
Not yet. But we can understand the way their minds work and learn their language.
They haven't got a language. Listen. Listen. Do you call that a language?
How do you know? You're not polyglot.
We'll talk about it later. We must have lunch first.
I'm not hungry anymore. It's all too much. I can't take anymore.
But you're the strong one. You're not going to let it get you down. It's precisely for your courage that I admire you so.
You said that before.
Do you feel sure of my love?
Yes, of course.
I love you so.
You keep saying the same thing, my dear.
Listen, Daisy. There is something we can do. We'll have children. And our children will have children. It'll take time, but together, we can regenerate the human race.
Regenerate the human race?
It happened once before.
Ages ago, Adam and Eve. They had a lot of courage.
And we too can have courage. Of course we can. The little bit of courage.
I don't want to have children. It's a bore.
How can we save the world if you don't?
Why bother to save it?
You're not yourself, Daisy. You got a touch of fever.
There aren't any more of our kind about anywhere, are there?
Daisy, you're not to talk like that.
Those are the real people. They look happy. They are content to be what they are. They don't look insane. They look very natural. They were right to do what they did.
We are the ones who are doing right, Daisy. I assure you.
That's very presumptuous of you.
You know perfectly well I'm right.
There's no such thing as absolute right. It's the world that's right, not you and me.
I am right. And the proof is that you understand me when I speak to you.
What does that prove?
The proof is that I love you. As much as it's possible for a man to love a woman.
Funny sort of argument.
I don't understand you any longer, Daisy. You don't know what you're saying, darling. Think of our love. Our love.
I feel a bit ashamed of what you call love. This morbid feeling, this male weakness. And female too. It just doesn't compare with the ardor and the tremendous energy emanating from all these creatures around us.
Energy. You want some energy, do you? I can let you have some energy.
Oh,
forgive me, my darling. Please forgive me, my darling. I didn't mean it. No one came over me. Losing control like that.
It's because you've run out of arguments. That's why.
Oh dear. In the space of a few minutes, we've gone through 25 years of married life.
I pity you. I understand you all too well.
You're probably right that I run out of arguments. You think they're stronger than me. Stronger than us. Maybe they are.
Indeed, they are.
Well, in spite of everything, I swear to you, I'll never give in. Never!
My poor darling, I'll help you to resist to the very end.
Will you be capable of it?
I give you my word. You can trust me. They're singing!
They're not singing, they're roaring!
They're singing!
They're roaring, I tell you! You can't have a very musical ear then.
You don't know the first thing about music, Claudia. Look, they're playing as well. Dancing.
You call it...
Yeah, we're dancing. They're beautiful.
They're disgusting!
You're not to say unpleasant things about them. It upsets me.
I'm sorry. We're not going to quarrel about this.
They're like gods.
You go too far, Daisy. Take a good look at them. I can see our opinions are directly opposed. It's better not to discuss the matter.
Now, you mustn't be nasty.
And don't you be stupid.
It's no longer possible for us to live together. He isn't very nice. Really, he isn't very nice.
Men aren't so bad looking, you know. And I'm not a particularly handsome specimen. Believe me, Daisy. Daisy? Daisy! Where are you, Daisy? You can't do that to me! Daisy! Daisy! Come back, my dear. You haven't even had your lunch! Daisy! Don't leave me alone! Remember your promise! Daisy! Daisy! Well, it was hopeless we were getting along together. The home was broken up. It just wasn't working out.
She shouldn't have left like that with no explanation.
She didn't even leave a message.
That's no way to behave.
Now I'm all on my own. But they won't get me. You won't get me. I'm not joining you. I don't understand you. I'm staying as I am. I'm a human being. A human being.
It's an impossible situation.
It's my fault she's gone. I meant everything to her.
What will become of her?
That's one more person on my conscience. I can easily picture the worst.
Because the worst can easily happen. Poor little thing left all alone in this world of monsters.
Nobody can help me find her.
Nobody.
Because there's nobody left. Can't bear the sound of them any longer. I'm going to be cutting you my ears.
changes reversible, that's the point.
Are they reversible?
It would be a labor of Hercules.
Far beyond me.
In any case, to convince them, you'd have to talk to them.
And to talk to them, I'd have to learn their language. Or they'd have to learn mine. But what language do I speak? What is my language? Am I talking French?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It must be French. So what is French?
I can call it French if I want. And nobody can say it isn't.
Listen.
I'm the only one who speaks it. What am I saying? Do I understand what I'm saying? Do I? And what if it's true what Daisy said and they're the ones in the right? A man's not ugly to look at.
Not ugly at all! What a funny looking thing!
What do I look like? What? Photographs! Who are all these people? Is it Mr. Peppermint or is it Daisy? And is that Volta or Juga or Jean? Or is it me? Now I recognize me. That's me, that's me. That's me, that's me. I'm not good looking. I'm not good looking. They're the good looking ones, I was wrong. Oh, I wish I was like them. I haven't got any horns, more's the pity.
A smooth brow looks so ugly.
I need one or two horns to give my sagging face a bit.
Perhaps one will grow.
And I needn't be ashamed anymore. Then I could go and join them.
But it will never grow.
My hands are so limp. Oh, why won't they get rough? My skin is so slack. I can't stand this white hairy body. Oh, I love to have a hard skin in that wonderful dark green color. A skin that looks decent naked without any hair on it. Like that. Their song is charming. A bit raucous, perhaps, but it does that charm. I wish I could do it.
No, that's not it. Try again. Louder. That's not it. It's too feeble. It's got no drive behind it.
I'm not trumpeting at all. I'm just howling.
There's a big difference between howling and trumpeting.
I've only myself to blame. I should have gone with them while there was still time.
But now, it's too late.
Now I'm a monster. Just a monster. Now I'll never become a rhinoceros. Never. Never! I've gone past changing. I want to, I really do. But I can't. I just can't. I can't stand the sight of me. I'm too ashamed. I'm so ugly. People who try to hang on to their individuality always come to a bad end.
well, too bad. I'll take on the whole of them. I'll put up a fight against a lot of them. The whole lot of them. I'm the last man left, and I'm staying that way until the end. I'm not capitulating!
To husband or lover, I'll not open arms, though love and denial may enlarge his charms. But still at home, ignoring him, I'll stay, beautiful, clad in saffron silks all day. If then he seizes me by dint of force, I'll give him reason for a long remorse. I'll never lie and stare up at the ceiling, nor like a lion on all fours go kneeling. If I keep faith, then the bounteous cups be mine. If not, to nauseous water, change this wine. Who is this that stands within our lines?
I?
A man?
Too much a man.
At once.
And who are you then, thus ejected?
Guard for the day?
By all the gods, call Marine hither.
Don't call Marine hither. Who are you?
I'm her husband, Synesius, his son.
Welcome, dear friend. That glorious name of yours is quite familiar in our ranks. Your wife continually has it in her mouth. Cannot touch an apple or an egg, but she must say this to Synesius.
Oh, is that true?
By Aphrodite it is. If the conversation strikes on men, your wife cuts in with, boobies. By Synesius.
Then call her here.
And what am I to get?
This. See what I have here, but not to take away.
Then I'll call her.
Be quick, be quick. Oh, grace and light from life since she went away. Oh, sad, sad I am. Why is that vintage of the sun's flavor and food is tasteless? Oh, but I put on weight.
I love him oh so much. But he won't have it. Don't call me down to him.
Sweet little Mariah, what do you mean?
Oh no, I won't. Why are you calling me? You don't want me.
Not want you, with his weak old strength of love. Farewell. Don't go. Please don't go, Mariah. At least you'll hear the child. Call your mother, lad.
Mommy, mommy, mommy.
He has not been fed or washed out for 6 days.
I certainly pity him with so heartless a father.
Then come now. Come for the child's sake.
A trying life it is to be a mother. I suppose I'd better go.
How much fresher she looks. How much prettier and younger. Mariah, lift up your lovely face, your disdainful face, and your ankle, so that your scorn step out to us. It only rubs me more adore him.
Oh, you're as innocent as his iniquities. Let me kiss you, honey, panting, mother's darling. Oh.
How foolish of you to follow other women's counsels and let loose all those throbbing boys within you as well as within me. Don't you go throb, throb.
Take away your hands.
Everything in this house is being ruined.
I don't care at all.
The roosters are picking the webs to rags. Do you mind that?
Not I.
What time we've wasted. We could have been drenched in the Theans' love, flung on Aphrodite's beauties. Oh,
Not till a treaty finishes the war.
if you must have it, then what can it do?
Do it, and I'll come home. Till then, I am bound.
Well, can't your oath perhaps be? No.
Still, I'll not say that I don't love you.
You love me, then dear girl, let me love you too.
You must be joking. The boy's sitting on.
Here, Mains, take the child home. There, he's gone. There's nothing standing in the way. Come to the point.
You're to be open in plain sight.
In Pan's Cave, a splendid place.
Where should I dress my heritage before returning to the citadel?
You can easily put yourself in South Estria.
But how can I break my oath?
Leave it to me. I'll take all the risk.
Well, I'll make you comfortable then.
Don't worry, I still love you, cross.
Oh, no, by Apollo. In spite of all your faults, I won't have you lying on the nasty earth.
Ah, how she loves.
Rest on the bench while I arrange my clothes.
Oh, what nuisance. I must find some cushions first. Where's some cushions? Don't get them.
What? The plain hardwood? Never by arts, please. They'll be too vulgar.
Open your mouth.
No, wait a second.
Oh, then hurry back again. They treat you like Hercules at a feast with cheeks of dainties. Oh, disappointing arms.
Here the cushions are. Lie down while Oh, but what a shame! You need more pillows!
I don't want them.
Raise up your head.
There, that's everything at last.
Yes, all.
Then run into my arms, you golden girl.
I'm loosening my girdle now. But you've not forgotten? You're not deceiving me about the treaty, are you?
No, by my life I'm not.
Why are you your blankhead?
It's not the silly language one, but yours I want.
Ah, don't worry, you'll soon have both. I'll come straight back.
This woman will soon choke me with her coverlets.
Get up a moment.
I'm up high enough.
By Aphrodite, I'll do it anyway.
Well, she soon use up all the marks.
Oh.
Stretch out hand. Take it and rub it in.
As fragrant as it might be.
Just before it's smeared.
Oh, how silly I am! I brought you Rhodian scent. It's good enough now. Leave it.
You must just be
Plague recommend the first compounded scent.
Yeah. Take this flask.
I've got one far better. Don't tease me. Come here and get nothing more.
I'm coming. I'm just drawing off my shoes. You sure you'll vote for peace?
I'll think about it. I'm dead.
Oh.
The woman wore me all away and left me with this anguished pulse.
What madness is this? It seems you're annoyed. It must be John, that's all. Such awful oppression never, or never in the past had I bought. You must be saved, sir. There's nothing else to it.
We don't want to be saved. All for all. Why do you women come crying and meddling in matters of the state such wartime and peace?
That I will tell you. Tell me hearken while I'm from threatening cease.
I cannot. It's growing to insolent.
Come on, you have far more than we have to dread.
Stop from your croaking old parenthood, eh? Continue. Be calm then, and I'll go ahead. All the long years while the hopeless war dragged along, we, unassuming, forgotten in quiet, endured without question, endured in our loneliness all your incessant child antics and riots. Our lips we kept tied, though aching with silence, though all the while in our silence we knew how wretchedly everything still was progressing by listening dumbly the day long to you.
For always at home you continue discussing the war and its politics loudly, and we sometimes would ask you, our hearts deep with sorrowing, though we spoke lightly, though happy to see. What's to be described on the side of the treaty stone? What deal was said in the assembly today? Mind your business, answered growlingly. Hold your tongue, woman, or else go away. And so I would hold it.
I'd not be silent for any man living on earth. No, not I.
Not for a staff. Well, so I did nothing but sit in the house feeling dreary and sigh, while ever arrived some fresh tale of decisions more foolish by far and besieging disaster. Then I would say to him, oh, my dear husband, why still do they rush on destruction the faster? At which he would look at me sideways, exclaiming, keep for your well and shuttle your care, or for some hours hence your cheeks will be sawn hot. Leave this alone. War is meant so fair.
By Zeus, a man of fine sense he.
Hey! How sensible! You daughter! Because he at no time had lent his intractable ears to absorb from our counsel one temperate word of advice kindly meant. But when at last in the streets we heard shouted, is there no one to help us? No saviour in Athens? No, there is no one. Come back and reply. At once a convention of all the wives through Hellas here, for a serious purpose was held, to determine how our husbands might yet get back into wisdom, despite their reluctance in time be compelled. Why then delay any longer? It's settled. For the future, you'll take up our old occupation, and in turn, you're to hold tongue, as we did, and listen while we show you the way to recover the nation.
You talk to us while your men are not standing.
Cease babbling, you fool, till I end hold your tongue.
If I should take orders from one who wears veils, may my neck straight away be deservedly wrung.
No, that keeps pestering you. I have a veil here for your hair. I'll fit you out in everything, as is only fair.
Here's a spindle, that'll do. I'll add a wool basket too.
Girdle, now sit humbly at home, munching beans while you card wool and coal. For war from now on. Is the women's affair. It should not prejudice my voice that I'm not born a man. If I say something advantageous to the present situation, for I am taxed too, and as a toll provide men for the nation, while miserable graybeards, you, it is true, contribute nothing of any importance whatever to our needs. But the treasure raised against the needies, you squandered and do nothing in return, saying that you make our lives and persons hazardous by some imbecile mistakes. What can you answer? Now, be careful, don't you rouse my spite, or with a slipper I'll take you napping faces slapping left and right.
Don't magnify, you're not in trouble.
Sister, Oedipus, your husband, thinks he has the right to do terrible wrongs. He has, but to choose between two terror, banishing or killing me.
He's right, Jocasta, for I find him plotting with nervous tricks against my person.
That God may never bless me. May I die accursed if I have been guilty of one trivial charge you bring against me.
I beg you, Oedipus, trust him in you. Spare him for the sake of me. His oath to God, for my sake and the sake of those who stand here.
Be gracious, be merciful, we beg you.
In what would you have me yield?
He has been no silly child in the past. He is strong in his oath now. Spare him.
Do you know what you ask?
Yes.
Tell me then.
He has been your friend before all men's eyes. Do not cast him away. This is honored on an obscure conjecture.
I would have you know that this request of yours really requests for my death or banishment.
May the Son of God, King of gods, forbid. May I die without God's blessing, without friends' help, if I had any such thought. But my spirit is broken by my unhappiness for my wasting country. And this would but add troubles among ourselves to the other troubles.
I would have you know that this request of yours really requests for my death or banishment. Well, let him go then if I must die 10 times for it, or be sent out dishonored into exile. It is your lips that prayed for him pitied, not his. Wherever he is, I shall hate.
I see you suck in yielding, and you are dangerous when you are out of temper. Natures like yours are just behaviors for themselves to bear.
Ah! Let me alone! Let yourself up, I tell you!
I'll go. Have not known me, but they have, and they have known my innocence.
Then, as she lay, poor woman on the ground, what happened after was terrible to see. He tore the brooches, the gold-chased brooches, fastening her robe away from her and lifting them high up, dashed them on his eyeballs, shrieking out such thing as,
They have never seen a crime of Peter, nor have done upon me.
dark eyes, now, in the days to come, look on forbidden faces, do not recognize those whom you long for. With such imprecations, he struck his eyes again, and yet again with the brooches, and the bleeding eyeballs gushed and stained his beard. No sluggish oozing drops, but the black rain and bloody hail poured down. So it has broken, and not on one head, but trouble mates for husband and for wife. The fortune of the days gone was true good fortune, but today groans and destruction and death and shame. Of all ills can be named, not one missing.
Is he now in any ease or pain?
He shouts for someone to unbar the doors and show him to all the men of thieves, his father's killer, his mother's. No, I cannot say the word, it is unholy, for he'll cast himself off the land. He says, and not remain to bring a curse he called upon it in his proclamation, but he wants for strength and for someone to guide him. His sickness is too great to bear. You, too, will be shown that. The bulbs are opening. Soon, you will see a sight to waken pity, even in the horror of it.
This is a terrible sight for men to see. I never found a worse.
Poor wretch, what madness came upon you?
What evil spirit leaped upon your life, your ill luck? A leap beyond man's strength.
Indeed, I pity you.
But I cannot look at you. Though there's much I want to ask, and much to learn, and much to see. I shudder at the sight of you.
Oh, oh, where am I going? Where is my voice borne on the wind to and fro? Spirit, how far have you sprung?
To a terrible place where man's ears may not hear, nor their eyes behold it.
Darkness, horror of darkness, resistless, unspeakable visitant, sped by an ill wind of haste. Madness, and stabbing pain and
of evil deeds I have done. In such misfortunes, it is no wonder if thou weighs the burden of your grief. My friend, you are the only steadfast, the one that attends to me. You still stay nursing the blind man. Your care is not unnoticed. I can know your voice, although this darkness in my world. Oh, doer of dreadful deeds, how did you dare so far to do despite to your own eyes?
What spirit urged you to it?
It was Apollo, friends, Apollo, that brought this bitterness of my sorrows to completion. But the hand that struck me was not by my own. Why should I see, whose vision showed me nothing sweet to see?
These things are as you say.
What can I see to love? What greetings can touch my ears with joy? Take me away and haste to the place out of the way. Take me away, my friends, the greatly miserable, the most accursed, whom God too hates above all men on earth. Unhappy in your mind and your misfortune, would I have never told you. Curse on the man who stole the cruel bonds from off my legs as I lay in the fields. He stole me from death and saved me. No kindly service. Had I died then, I would not be so burdensome to friends. I too could have wished it had been so. Then I would not have come to kill my father and marry my mother in favor. Now I am godless and child of impurity, begotten the same seed that created my wretched self. If there's any ill worse than ill, that is the lot of Oedipus. I cannot say your remedy was good. You would be better dead than blind and living.
Time who sees all has found you out.
Time who sees all has found you out. Time who sees all has found you out against your will.
O generations of men, I count you as equal with those who live. Not at all.
What man? What man on earth is more of happiness than seeming and then turning away? Oedipus, you are my pattern of this. Oedipus, you and your fate. Luckless Oedipus, of whom all men I envy not at all. Inasmuch as he shocked his vault beyond the one who was the price of happiness complete.
O Zeus, and killed and reduced to naught the hook-tailed bait of the ringless bitch.
Standing the tower against death from my land. Hence, he was called my king, and hence was honored the highest of all honors. And hence he ruled in the great city of Thebes. But now, whose tale is more miserable?
Who is there lives with a savage fate?
Whose troubles so reverse his life as his? O Oedipus, the famous prince, for whom a great hath the same both as father and son. Oh, how have the furrows plowed by your father endured to bear the son? Poor wretch, and hold their peace so long. Time who sees all has found you out against your will. Judges your marriage a curse, begetter and begot and one in it. Oh, child of Laius, would I had never seen you. I weep for you and cry, a touch of lamentation. To speak directly, I drew my breath from you at the first, and so now I allow my mouth to speak.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that at the toes, unflecked with boys, shall have about with you. Aha, my mistresses, which of you all now would deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she I swear, hath courage. Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen the day that I have won advisors and can tell a whispering tale fairly concealed. Such a sweet please, 'tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You're welcome, gentlemen. A hall, give room and foot it goes. More like you knaves, and turn the tables up, and quench the fire. The room is grown too hot. Ah, sir, good cousin Capulet, how long is it since that last met?
What, Lord? 'Tis not too much, 'tis not too much. 'Tis since our hunt in wooded Verona, a stag I took and presented to you. Aha, for the feast, what fun we had. Yeah.
11 if we suppose. 11. Oh.
Shall we drink, sir?
Oh, she does teach torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiopia's ear. Beauty too rich to use for us too dear. So shows a snowy dove, trooping with crows, as yonder lady over her fellow shows. The measure done, I'll watch her pace of stand, touching her smith blessed, my rude hand. Did my heart love to now forswear its sight? For I never saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be Montague. Touch me, my repute boy. What dares the slave come hither, covered with an antic face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity tonight? Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, strike him dead. I'll hold it not a sin.
Well, no, kinsman. Wherefore stop you so?
Why, uncle, Mr. Montague, a villain, come hither in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young woman.
'Tis he, that villain, Romeo.
Contact him, gentle cause. Let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. To say true, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I will not, for the wealth of all the town shared in my house, do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. It is my will, the which of Taurus respect. Put on these frowns, and you'll be seen seven feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
Shall be endured. What? Good man? Boy? I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here or you? Go to. He'll not endure him. How shall man my soul? He'll make a mutiny among my guests. Just like cock a hoop, you'll be the man.
Well, uncle, 'tis shame.
Go to. Go to. You're a saucy boy, isn't it so? This trick may chance to scalp you. I know what. You must contrary. You're a petcox. Go.
Patience for force with willful column meeting makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but its intrusion, seeming sweet, shall convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiness, this holy shrine, the gentle fun is this. My lips two blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth their rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. The saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm, as holy palmers kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
I pilgrim lips that they must use in prayer.
Dear saint, then move not, for my prayers effect I take. Thus from my lips by yours, I sin, scourged.
Oh! Then have my lips the sin that they have cleansed.
Sin from thy lips, trespass for the urge. Give me my sin again.
Lady, your mother craves a word with you.
What is this, mother?
Married bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and the good lady, and the wise, and the virtuous. I nurse her daughter that you speak with all. I tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have him the chance.
She Capulet? Dear Count, her life is my false debt.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling, foolish banquet to it, isn't it so? Well then, I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. More torches here. Come on then, let's to bed. Honored guests, by my faith, it waxes late. Now to my rest.
Come hither, nurse. What yon gentleman?
Oh, that be the heir of this old type area.
What's he that now is going out of the door?
Marry that be young Petruchio.
What's he that follows there that dance with me?
I know not.
Go ask his name, and if he be married, that grave is like to be my wedding bed.
Ooh. His name is a Romeo and a Montague, the son and heir of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love the loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learned even now, one I dance with all.
Juliet.
Anon, come, let us away. The strangers are all gone.
But soft, what lights we on the window bricks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Rise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with greed. Thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not to me, since she is envious. A vessel livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, but she says nothing. What is that? I discourses, I will answer it. It is not to me she speaks. I am too bold. Two of the fairest stars and none of heaven, having some business do, entreat her eyes. To twinkle in their spheres, to they return. What if those eyes were there? They, in her head. The brightness of her cheek will shame those stars. As daylight dawns on her eyes in heaven, whose through an airy region streams so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand, but that I work love upon that hand, that I may touch that cheek.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn by my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak of this?
This but the name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? There's no hand, no foot, no arm, no face, no any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, if not Romeo call, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, for that name which is no part of thee. Take all, myself.
I think seeth thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be you better. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By name, I know not how to tell thee. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, sad word.
But to be frank, and to give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounties as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite. I hear some voice within. Dear love with you. Non-goodness, sweet Montague, be true. Stay by the door. I will come.